Hey guys, it's time to do a reading. I know it's been a few days. I am pretty damn sick. I'm going to tell you right now. And I probably shouldn't be reading. Just the boyfriend came over and made me sick last weekend. So I'm going to be, my voice is, forgive me, I'm sick. You're just going to have to deal with it. I got to deal with it. But, it's like, I don't know if I have, I was sitting there, just some things that have been coming in about the University of Idaho murders. We've eliminated Jeremy. We're done with that, right? We're good. And then we kind of look and we narrow it kind of down. They're probably at that, the grub and everything. A lot of us, the psychics, the real ones, are having a hard time with an ex-boyfriend. I know some other people are kind of feeling it. And I think somebody made a comment, they're being kind of rude, like, just tell us who did it. I'm like, man, I wish it was that simple. Okay, I wish it was that simple. You think it's simple for cops. You think it's like you saw that. Man, we're trying. We're putting in our effort, energy. We're trying. We're doing our best. It's not, sometimes we got to fight for the info. Sometimes it comes easy. Sometimes we got to fight, pray. Come on, spirit, shit. We're doing our best. But still try to get some info there. Okay. It's hard. And I feel for the parents. But anyway, so I'm laying there half dead, and I'm, my daughter's boyfriend was nice. He mounted a new TV up for me because I got it on Prime Day, and I'm laying there half dead. So I'm like, okay, let me, watch YouTube and anything new on the University of Idaho. But yeah, I've been just not feeling good. I'm kind of in and out. And so anyway, and it's like, man, I want to do this reading of what I'm seeing here. I do want to, whoops, it's all being weird. I mean, I've even had paranormal activity, guys. I told you guys about it. And it's going to be tough because if I'm a little low on energy, but I plug into source, source energy helps. But it can drain me, of course, but then as I was kind of laying there, I kind of hear this voice, because I'm like, man, I can barely get up. I can barely get up to do this and sit there and throw some cards down, right? And, Spirit's kind of like, the four young people can't get up either. And I'm like, you got a point. And here I am. Okay, it's fucking true. They'll never get up again, right? So here I am. Man, I know this case. I know you all feel it in your heart. I do too. I feel it. Okay, I just, as a mother and a grandmother, and I feel it. Let's talk about it. We're going to go at an angle. Sometimes you got to go here and go there. It's not always that simple. I wish it was. Sometimes it's simple. Quentin, mother, we're done. Nah, she's out there smoking cigarette. I don't know where he is. You know where he is. We're done. Okay, I don't even have to read that hard on that one. This one's tough. I'm not going to lie. It's tough. Spirit wanted to eliminate somebody that was getting dragged. Okay. All right. I get it. Poor dude. I get it. I had to drag him a little bit too to figure out. And then we're good, right? Now we're going to look at Hoodie Guy. So we're going to New York Post. Data slain Idaho student Kaylee Goncalves. Sorry, my turns to PI. He should. As cops too inexperienced. He's not wrong. This has been a concern. You guys have seen me that. I feel that the cops don't have the upper hand. They're not giving a lot of info, but I just feel it. I feel it. That they just don't have the upper hand. The grieving father of murdered University of Idaho student Kaylee Gonzalez, which a lot more is coming out on that. If you watch my very short, and I get a little emotional in that one, Target read, it's like a less than an 8-minute read. That's where it went for her, the Target. The card shows it all, guys. And that's why I use cards, so I can show you. Okay? I can show me, you. It's bad. And it's looking like she, even her Maddie, that one, just watch it. I don't even want to repeat it. It's so bad. I can't even, okay. The grieving father of murdered University of Idaho student Kaylee Gonzalez is working with his own private investigators because he fears cops in the major case are too inexperienced. Steve Goncalves raised his fears Sunday in an exclusive interview with the Post, saying he was also concerned that one suspicious character has been ruled out too quickly. seemingly allowing him to flee the country without taking a DNA test. Now, I want a daughter, the one that's living. She's the one that got the video at the grub truck. This one is so in tune with spirit, you do not really, more than any of the psychics in here. I will tell you that right now. He is in tune with that one. Watch that one, what she says. He lashed out at the lack of leads coming from cops who backtracked on claims that the killer appeared to be targeting. At least one of the 4 roommates have yet to even suggest a profile of a likely slasher. One of the murder squad officers is only 26, he complained, meaning he was only 19 when the sleepy city of Moscow last had a slaying in 2015. So they're just inexperienced, and I don't want anyone making mistakes. In my child's case, I do not blame him. Goncalves told the Post after blasting the officers as not exactly the most tech-savvy people. As well as his own fears, Goncalves said started working with private investigators because there were enough insiders telling us we should be concerned about the lack of any clear leads in the November 13 murders of his 21-year-old daughter and 3 friends. This is New York Post, by the way, if I haven't said it. I talked to detectives, he said, making clear he was keeping away from the internet sleuths whom he dismissed as Hollywood shit. One of the private detectives I talked to has 50 years in the game, he said about side help. Private detectives. Oh, and something. What's going on? It could be my stuff download. Okay, so he knows. I mean, there's a lot of internet sleuths and things, and the gumshoe told him that he had to break cases when there wasn't DNA, suggesting younger cops rely on it too much. Like if they're just, it's all about let's collect DNA, and they're not doing anything else. That's 100% true. Talking to people, bringing them in, interviewing them, because people can crack in interviews. Things happen. And stuff, feeling them out, that can tell you a lot. We're trying to give them the benefit of a doubt, he said to police investigators. The grieving dad still hopes cops will be heroes and prove him wrong, of course. I'll apologize. I'll come out and say these guys had amazing DNA or some evidence, and good for them. I was giving them shit, and I take it back. I'd love to be wrong and we could get the guy, he told the Post. Goncalves says he's only speaking out because of his alarm at the lack of leads, including the refusal to release an official profile of the likely slasher in the November 13 attack. That would give all these other girls that are walking around the community somebody to look out for. Don't make more victims, he warned. He admitted that he also fears that a hoodie-wearing man spotted lingering near his daughter and her best friend, Madison Mogan, also 21, was ruled out too quickly for killing the pair and their 2 friends. Some people came to us. I said that he's out of the country. He didn't take a DNA test. Now, we don't know if that's true yet. Now, remember, I'm just saying, if you go to ground zero, and it's come up twice for me, the killer is out of the area. What are the cards? The killer is out of the area. Okay, in other words, he obviously was in the area. He's out of the area. Premeditated, all that. So we would like police to tell us what his alibi was. He said, saying you'd be able to move on if they would confirm it was solid. Why are they not telling him? Vague, mixed messaging on whether the killer likely targeted at least one of the 4 roommates and why could also lead to a dangerously false sense of security, he warned. I've heard people talk to reporters and say they'd be way more scared if it wasn't targeted. No matter what, targeted or not, it's dangerous that anybody's in that, that was in the area that could do this. Come on, guys. Some people think that means that they, the victims, were gambling or they were doing drugs or that they were doing something that really made them the killer come after them. He said in the lack of info. My message is, I think having a couple of beers with your girlfriend, going home, texting, crashing out in the bed together, I think a lot of girls did that. he said of his daughter, Mogan, who was sleeping in the same bed on the third floor when they were killed. And a lot would be targeted if that's all they did. Internet's kind of low and slow. Sorry, guys. 2 of their roommates who were asleep on the ground floor of the Moscow home were unharmed and likely slept through the butt bath. Goncalves bluntly admitted on Fox and Friends Sunday that he does not feel confident of the investigation. So we've got let's because we're going to look at some other stuff too. Give me a moment. Oh man, it's all freezing. Hold on a minute. This is incredibly concerning, you know, for me, and everybody should be concerned. And I know it's very frustrating that somebody is being, you know, ruled out. Hoodie guy. A lot of people said hoodie guy. Hoodie guy seems like a nice guy. Hoodie guy. Like I said, I haven't even thrown cards, okay? But we still want to see what's going on. But there's, you know, there's quite a bit of, let me, hold on, give me a minute. Sorry, it's going slow, guys. So I'm going slow. But yeah, there's like where is this guy? You know, rumors that maybe he left the country. Now, one of the things I was picking up, and other readers have been picking up, even Donna Serafina, remember, you know, like I said, there's still some, so, you know, there might have been a little bread, you know, everybody, I know, it's okay. And stuff. I mean, who knows? You know, is there bread at the food truck? I mean, the grub truck, I don't know. You know, bread, whatever. There's a lot of things we could get symbolic for bread. It's a shamanic journey, guys. But one thing she was saying, and one thing I was feeling, is that the parent, you know, I felt something with a mother knowing something. And she was feeling, I believe she was the one feeling parents knowing something. That they know. They feel something. Okay. Of whoever did it, like they suspect. Now, I should say carefully, do they know, or do they really feel? Because they know the disturbance in the force of their kid. We all feel that. Whoever did this, somewhere the parents are kind of, okay. So there's all kind of stuff. Now, we don't, like I said, there is no proof of anything with Hoodie Guy or anything like that, but there is definitely some concerns that this guy is out of the country, and there is something, hold on one second, but yeah, of course, if there was evidence, we'd be dead, right? You know, that's, of course, this is a tough one. You know, though they say they might have a little DNA or something. And here's a little thing with Newsweek. Jennifer Carpenter, the former agent, recently shared a message she received on Twitter, which included comments about the Hoodie Man or Jack S. And a lot of, and I know it sounds very general, but there are mediums getting JJ. Okay, there's a lot of J's. Yeah, I understand. Screenshot Carpenter posts include many allegations about the hooded individual, although none have been officially confirmed. Summing up proof against Jack S. 2015 photo, maybe on family vacay in Africa. Everybody's, you know, may have been kicked out of bar, creepy, a grub truck. Not talking to media. We never seem to talk to media. If I try to get someone charged for murder with this, I should be fired. I get it. But there are some concerns still, you know, do they even know where he is? Okay, we know the killer is out of the area pretty much, right? That's kind of, at least the reads that are coming. It would only make sense that the killer be out of the area, you know, pretty much. No suspect identified. We don't have a suspect, but they don't even put up a profile and everything. So, but I believe there is, you know, there is a little concern. Could there be an argument or things like that? Now, one of the things I did say, you guys might be able to help me with this because I'm not sure. Oh, there it is. Oh, just as I was thinking it, here comes Spirit. One of the things I say when I go, let's look at the grub truck and the bar, that I felt that this person may have either been blocked from or kicked out of a fraternity. Now, I kept saying sorority, guys, if you watch it. Fraternity, sorority. I meant fraternity. Hoodie guy seen with Idaho victims at food truck was allegedly kicked out of fraternity and has left the country. That's an alleged. But one thing is not alleged is apparently this guy did get kicked out of a fraternity. The reason why I say it, you have to watch the read. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles can be teamwork, groups, associates, Pentacles. It can be a group card. Okay? That's even called the works card. You know, maybe working toward a common goal. One of the things we can see with education, Pentacles can definitely be very education oriented. You know, one of the things you're going to school, you know, you're going to go out, make money, prosper. Pentacles. Works card. Teamwork. Nine of Wands. Strength card in Thoth, but it's the Nine of Wands. It can be a block, a guard. Blocked, it could be blocked from or pushed out. I'm not letting you in for whatever reason. Okay. Could be kicked out as well. Okay. So that's why I said could be either blocked from or thrown out of eternity. Below it, the Hermit. Okay, now a couple things we could get from that. Hermit has come up twice for the killer, believe it or not. Now in Thoth, what do we have? It's a little bit different in the Thoth deck. I always got to educate you guys. We do have, you know, Cerebus, the three-headed dog that guards the gates of Hades. Good. Sometimes that hermit could go into a dark place, you bet. But what does a hermit do? He goes in the cave, he hides. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I'm just click, 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 click. Is it clicking? Okay, so we got a few things there. We got a few things that are kind of click, click. Watch that read. Like I said, if you want to sit with it. They were there. That's what I was feeling. You saw it. Pendulum. If you guys watched the read, if you're not, check it out. There were some things there. Could be kicked out of a fraternity. Blocked. Three of Pentacles. Nine of Wands. Block. Or kicked out. Could be. You're not coming back in. That's for sure. Right? I don't know what all went down. Why? But we definitely had a loner. Somebody is not in a fraternity who did it. And then we could also say, yeah, hermit out of the area, hiding. Okay. And we know our friend Jeremy isn't hiding. He was on interviews, right? He ain't being a hermit. Okay. He was me. He's on. Shit, he's doing too many interviews. Oh, no, he ain't being a hermit. He might be a kind of a loner person, but he wasn't being a hermit. No fucking way. Interesting, right? A few little clicks. Let's check it out. This is yourtango.com. One day ago. I'm just saying, like I said, I'm only feeling it out. You got to be very careful. Some cases, like I said, blunt, yeah, you know, with, you know, Quentin's mom. I don't know where he is. I don't know. And then other ones, you just want to be very careful. Hoodie guy, seen with Idaho victims at food truck, was allegedly kicked out of fraternity and left the country. Now, it's alleged. Like I said, the card, killer out of the area, just say it. It's alleged. Now, if parents know something, let's see, because apparently Hoodie guy has some rich parents, if I'm correct. Let me know. Some of you internet sleuths know a little more than me, but I think I heard they got a little money. They got how? Feeling something? You know, maybe we need to get this. As the Moscow, Idaho murder investigation continues, more and more theories have started to crop up online as a slow feed of information keeps the general public in the dark. In the early hours of November 13th, 4 University Idaho students, Kaylee Goncalves, 21, Madison Morgan, 21, Xana Kernodle, 20, and Ethan Chapin, 20, were brutally murdered in their off-campus home. As time moves on, the families of those involved have become more and more outspoken as well, especially Steve Goncalves, Kaylee's father. He ain't having this shit. Now, I have said the Emperor is law enforcement, but I do want to also say, let me throw in there, because sometimes one card can have more than one meaning. The Emperor is also the father of tarot. He is considered the father figure. That is a major arcana father figure. And he's not having any of this shit. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Steve believes that the police know more than they're letting on, and theories online have implicated the food truck guy as a potential suspect. Why is he eliminated? Online, people following the case have alleged the young man seen near a food truck where Kaylee and Madison ordered food before their murder is a student named Jack Showalter. Like I said, we're just going to feel it out. We're going to flesh it out. We will pull cards on this guy. I will show you, and we'll just kind of sit with it. Who is Jack Showalter, the alleged hoodie guy from the food truck video? Showalter is suspected to be the man seen in the video taken outside Grub Truck Trucker's food truck with Kaylee and Madison, though officials have not confirmed the man's identity. Idaho police previously confirmed that the man in the video has been ruled out, but didn't reveal a name. Now, like I said, we'll flesh it out. The parents have a lot of money. Do they donate to things like colleges and things? After assuming his identity, followers of the case started digging through Showalter's social media account. You guys are crazy. I know you are. Mentions, tags, anything that might give them a clue who the guy is and what his potential involvement in the case may be. I know. You know what though? Like I said, it's a tough one. I know sometimes internet sleuths, people can get irritated, but you know what? Don't fuck with cats, right? And I've told you that. And if the cops aren't doing stuff and people want things solved, it might be social media that really helps with this. Okay, it's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. Okay, it's like on one hand, leave it to cops. Yeah, I know. But then we know cops have messed up things. And John Bonet, I told you guys, John Bonet is a disaster, 100% disaster. Showalter is suspected of being kicked out of a University of Idaho fraternity before the murders. Go watch that read. I'm just saying. Just let me do my thing. I did say that. And I showed you why. You can't twist things that so easily with tarot. Three of Pentacles is a teamwork card. You can look it up. You can Google all kinds of stuff. Groups coming together. Nine of Wands. Block. Reddit users claim Showalter was recently kicked out of fraternity chapter Delta Tau Delta at the University of Idaho for inappropriate behavior towards women at parties began popping up everywhere. Forums discussing crimes without an official source, it would seem. They did, however, uncover photos from Showalter's mother's Facebook in 2015 that shows him in the process of hunting. Now, like I said, Jeremy made a good point. Everybody's a hunter in Idaho. Okay, but still, mother does come up at ground zero, standing in front of a torn apart animal carcass with various hunting knives littered across the ground. Many believe that one of the hunting knives on the ground was a K-bar style knife. Moscow Police Department has reportedly been asking local businesses if they sold the same blade. Is that a 10-inch fixed blade knife he is holding? I know. TikTok crime account, Crimes Among Us, compiled various, I'm not worried about all that. It's also reported that he was at the corner club. Yep. Let's look at the bar and grub truck. Girls like that don't give me the time of day. There's a whole incel thing there that a lot of people are feeling. A lot of psychics that ain't just psychics. It's profilers. It's all kinds of stuff, okay? Steve Gonzalez, pay attention to parents because they got good intuition. When believes a food truck guy may be implicated as well. Although it might not seem like a lot of solid evidence and hard investigative reporting, Kaylee's father seems to be subscribed to the same notions. Now, I want to be careful. They need to be careful with the wording. I feel Steve just wants to do caught, right? Whoever did it. But he's like, why are we eliminating? Apparently, now from what I understand, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If I'm wrong in the comments, let me know. But apparently, right after the somewhere in this food truck, there is there's quite a bit of a drive to go to the parents' house, about 5 hours. And the parents are the alibi. I don't want to read too much. Let's stop right there. I don't want to know too much. Let's stop right there. We know, but just a little bit. A little bit. But yeah, that's what I was sitting there. Like I said, my voice is hoarse. I'm talking low. I hope you guys can hear me. I know. But, something said get up. Because they can't. Okay. Get up because they never will. Let's do it. Okay, so let's pull a few things. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and pull from the murder deck. I know I've had a lot of people ask about this. I believe it's called Murder Mystery deck you can get on Etsy. I believe the name of the seller is... Oh, man, don't do this to me. I was about to give it to you guys. I'll think about... I'll put in... I'll pit it. Now, it does say killer has a history of committing crimes, so it could be... Now, remember, these crimes could be other little, you know, things, little juvenile stuff. Maybe there's some in there. Take a closer look at one of the suspects. Closer look. That's what we're doing right now, Spirit. It says dating history or killer knew the victim. Or. I want you to understand that. We're pretty... Hoodie guy, no, I'm not saying... Hoodie guy... Okay, there's no dating, but or killer knew the victim. Pay attention to the card. So obviously, if they met, even if they met at a food truck or they seen him around school. Okay, okay. So keyword is or on that card. Already interviewed the killer, so they talked to that dude. They talked to him. Okay, there we go. Just watch me work. A friend knows something. Just watch me work. Just let me do my thing. I don't like that distant future shit. Crime will be solved in the distant future. Let's hope it's not too distant. But you know what makes me nervous is that car getting out of town. Okay, let's just do one more, guys. It depends. Now, my concern, and this is something, could possibly do it again. Okay, and that, I want to say the word possibly because Spirit can stop something. Let's just hope it does. This is why we got to fucking end this. Could do it again. Once you get a taste of that shit, right? Alright, guys. I'm not feeling my best, but I got up. Let's just do what... Just let me do my thing. Let's see what we can see. Alright. Pretty guy. We're going to focus on just see what kind of cards pop up. I'm going to be careful not to point fingers too terribly hard. You got to be careful on the internet, okay? Now, you guys know the sun is innocence, right? We had to talk about that. Oh, there it is. Oh, watch. Just let me do my thing. See it? Okay, we know Jeremy, sun. Johnny Depp, by the way, also got the sun. And this dude could be a completely innocent dude. Let's just kind of sit with it. Always pay attention to the bottom of the cards. This is the cards for the girls. The Princess of Wands. They were, you know, vibrant, so full of life and everything like that. But we're going to see, you know, is the sun card going to pop up in this layout? If it does, then we can move on. Look at that. Remember, blocked? We got a little conflict there. We got that block there. There it is. There it is. Strength card, 9 of Wands and stuff. But we got strife, violent altercation. Let's kind of go ahead. Ooh, oppression. Am I an oppressed incel? Let's go and see what's going on. Okay, now I know Queen of Cups is a mother. That would make sense. A little sense of a mother doesn't want somebody to, you know, go down for a crime. You know, I understand. But we've got to take this out of the equation here. So let's kind of feel it out. What do we got? Okay, it's kind of a tough choice for a parent to make. Oh my God, what do I do? Alright, just let me do my thing. See what happens. Like I said, if all is well in the universe, we will move on. Of course, we don't want cops to move on. This is tarot reading, and I am not a perfect person, but we will do our best. 18 years and older for entertainment purposes only. And I know somebody commented, it was kind of cute. I did get, somebody commented, you shuffle a lot. Okay, it's an art, not a science, guys. And, you know, I just said, well, I said, you are welcome to get on YouTube and try your hand at this. And somebody did give me a little backup. Yes, you know, just let me shuffle and win, because there is an art to the shuffle. You got to know when to stop. The Spirit lets me know. It's not your place to tell me how many times I should shuffle. It's Spirit. It's Spirit. Well, let's just do it. What do we got at the bottom there? Opportunity. Ace of Wands. Yes, somebody got opportunity. We definitely know that. I'm still feeling window. I'm feeling something with window. Okay, we're going just almost there, guys. We're going to see. Alright. I'm a little bit tired, but I think I can do this. Love these girls like they're my own. Love this young man like he's my own. Alright. Spirit does not like this shit. Alright, there we go. We good, Spirit? Alright, let's cut it. Cut it right there. Oh, Spirit's not liking it. Hold on. There we go. That's it. That's the ticket word. Alright, just let me do my thing. What we got? 2 of Cups, love. Let's kind of sit with that. 2 of Cups has been a little bit of it. So, now, one of the things, you know, immediately what I think of Maddie, and I think of Kaylee. These 2 girls, and we got the 2s. We know they are Geminis. 2, 2, 2. These little girls loved each other. They are good girls. They have that love, that bond. They're both beautiful. They're very connected. Of course, they're very connected in spirit. Best friends, BFFs. The Two of Cups is not limited to romantic love. Never, never. Please don't think that. Okay, this can have to do with best friends in the world. These two little girls love each other. Okay, do you see that? This is about them in this moment here. So what Spirit is kind of saying, we know how it, we're focusing on this dude, right? Okay, no, he met up with these two beautiful, lovely girls. Let's see what's going on. What happens here? Happiness, the girls were kind of going out. We talked about that. Happiness, joy. They're having a time of their life, having a good time, and everything is good that night, right? Obviously, we say they're happy, smiling, had a little bit to drink. That's what sometimes college kids do. Let's kind of go ahead and see the hit of what's going on. Focusing on Hoodie Guy. Let me do my thing. Okay, Six of Cups. They're youthful, pleasure, memories, and all that. Sorrow, suffering. We know the sorrow, suffering. Now, remember, this is Kaylee's card. Here we go. You're going to have to watch my short. Who's the one? Who's the target? This is her card. Three of Swords. Something happens. Okay, hold on. Eight of Cups. She walked away. All right, now let me sit with it. I know the internet people know. Okay, and I seen a little bit. Now I'm just let me do my thing. One of the things we do know, there apparently is a little thing, people talking and stuff and whatever, and there's a little whoop, they got the hell out of there. And sometimes the little girls do, maybe they're talking this, that, somebody's hoping to get a little chance, and nope, she walked away. So did Maddie. They walk away. Okay, we know that happens. But then we got that. Okay, let's go into this energy here, what Spirit wants to say. We're going to look at the past. Let's look at the past that night. What do we got there? The devil. We know, they encounter the devil. We're focusing on Hoodie Guy. This happened fast. This happened. Ooh, we just snapped. Okay, we got the moon. Definitely deception. Okay, maybe some subconscious forces, imbalances. I've talked about that. Something in there. Okay, we got that devil on the shoulder. Now, if you watch read 1, we got that devil shaking. I said, I don't feel necessarily somebody putting up to something, but the devil comes in. Okay, here we go. We're focusing. Failure. Oop, I failed with these girls. I was going to have a little failure. That failure card does come up. Somebody who failed. Okay, he struck out. And stuff. We got the success card, though. That's funny. Maybe somebody else that gets successful. That fucking sucks. Okay, I fail. Let's go. Let's look at the girls. Okay. Oh, the prudes. The little girls are prudes and stuff. They walked off. Remember when I talked about prudence? I'm going at prudence. Prudes, right? Okay. I'm going into his head here and stuff. Something changed. Something changed, though. There we go. 2, 2, 2. There's number 2. Ace of Swords, the weapon. I'm focusing on this guy. The weapon. It happened quick. Knight of Swords. Lash out. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. That's Xana's card. 5 of Pentacles is Xana's card. You have to see the other one. Power. Opportunity. Queen of Cups. There she is. That's the mother figure. Mother no. Queen of Cups. Just let me do my thing. I gotta be careful, I gotta be careful, but I can just tell a story. What do you think it is saying? Queen of Cups, very first read, a mother knows something. Could be some mother, possibly. Or it could be, manipulative, emotional. I'm looking at his position, goes to prudes. Something changed. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords has been the weapon card. Failure. Incel. Devil. They walked away. Oh, they left me in the dust. What up? I have to be very careful with this, as this is the internet. I'm going to leave it right there with that one. I'm focusing on Hoodie Guy. And you know what? Let's put it this way. I mean, if I was going to talk to the father, if the father came to me for a reading, I'd be like, you got private investigators? You tell them to focus on them too. Have a good one, guys.